again, you know, we got the Metro Cartel coming in the building today. Yes, we know that they're running a little bit late. Don't jump on our look up. Speaking of them. Speaking of them. Speaking of them.
On time.
Speaking of them.
On time.
Speaking of them.
Just for the surprises.
That's
how real we keep it.
Surprise. Walk through. That's how they walk through.
Good.
Let's go for you guys.
Put up the chair.
Just scoop these guys up.
Everybody doing?
Doing good. How y'all doing?
How you doing? Yeah, this is exclusive, right? You know, this is live.
Right.
Live.
The
energy is
already here.
So, but before we get into who these guys are, we gonna just introduce you guys to one track. We gonna ease it in for you guys. I'm gonna let you introduce the track after you hear the music. Alright? We need a backstory of how it all came together. But again, guys, we got the Metro Cartel in the building. With No Sugar Radio.
No Sugar Radio.
Get comfortable.
We got one more in the bathroom.
No.
Yeah. One man behind.
I ain't gonna say I wanted to if y'all would take a picture with them by themselves in front of the backdrop, and then we.
I'ma keep on riding towards these goals. I'm gonna never stop. Ain't no slowing down for these hoes.
Y'all just snap out of the backdrop. I'm in front.
Easy pass, fuck the toe. I'm gonna never stop. I keep spending my life in the glow. I ain't gonna never stop.
Y'all wanna take a picture first?
In my phone, meet you on the spot. I was counting cash, making heavy stops. I was on my grind, shit don't never stop. I was taking chances, but I never flopped. High rewards to the risky shot for a better product and a new life. I was doubling up, not to think twice. Living fast is the highlight. No milligram, this was my life. Niggas dropping first, but don't want to wreck. Cover 9 million, my man had to tech. All disrespect, we don't get checked. I ain't let the item up on this yet. Collecting cycles, I'm a boss dead. Professional, I ain't done yet. 10 that's the forever set. Northeast, I forever rep. Brown worth more than a blank check. Eternity, what I'm trying to bet. So wisely, my time invest. Niggas in the moment, I forever focus. Hitting milestones so that you can focus. This your time list, this the magnum opus. This your price list, paying this emotion. Put the time in, and it's grinding, paying dividends. Nigga, this the quote. I'ma keep on grinding. Yeah, these goals, I ain't gonna never stop. Ain't no slowing down for these hoes, I ain't gonna never stop. Easy pass, motherfucking live, baby. We broadcasting live, gang all day. Life is a glow, I ain't gonna never stop. We're spinning, just like this goes up in my mind, keep winning. I left this like pass myself for these hoes, I ain't got no feelings. And I ain't gonna stop it either. You say you're nice and the big freezer. Got souls on nice like a village cleaver. Getting more push ups than a meat cleaver. Niggas saying I remember you was dirt. Pour your bank account, then exploded. Now they calling UC4. See me in so many rentals, never know what I might own. See me on so many scenes, you never know what I call home. My life is a globe, I done trotted to so many places. London, Amsterdam, Portuguese bitches in our faces, smoking loud in Dublin with a chick, and she Irish. Just because I'm black and I rap, she think that I'm rich. Boy, I'm far from average. Better check my test score. I've been got that work in the life. Go home and do your chores. Keep on grinding for these goals, I ain't gonna never stop. Ain't no slowing down for these hoes, I ain't gonna never stop. Easy pass, motherfucking toes, I ain't gonna never stop. I keep spending my life in the glow, I ain't gonna never stop. Never the ones who complain, never been the ones who push the blame. Never been a clever nigga, aim for the stars, beat the odds. Came, saw it come, good cocktail, three-headed monster. Break the house on you, let it haunt you. Rappers, niggas, we gon' be here, man, and never let a nigga question your ambition. Rusty Wallace with the drive, second to none, whatever I would drive. Can make the quick step out of her high. Not so what, you can test the alkaline. Organized king, y'all let the glorify things. Let's be what y'all call the line trees. Moment of silence, all I hear is trips. Nothing be the prayer for this cup of spirits. Giving lessons, it's my adolescence. I was taught to get in this time manifest. I'm from the city with the chance to manifest. I think the shit is ill. Cause my world, you don't Okay, I'll kick you for you. I'm not a whore. Listen, cab, get a nigga Brad Jordan, that's from Perm, and my Perm low. Watching the game switch like they say, don't like them, no. And they so fake, they suspect when they show face, they be straight gas, and we know pricks. I'ma keep on riding towards these goals, I ain't gonna never stop. Ain't no slowing down for these hoes, I ain't gonna never stop. Easy pass, motherfucker, told, I ain't gonna never stop. My keep spending my life is so low, I ain't gonna never stop.
What up, yo, we back, No Sugar Radio, Metro Cartel in the building.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's good? What's good?
All the way from.
Y'all let us know. Where you
Hold on. I'm just gonna assume y'all from out the DC area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, cause I don't even want to take no shots at y'all, cause I don't know y'all. Y'all got really good size on me right now. Y'all got a dead skins hat on, but you know it's all good though. No Sugar Radio, baby. The place where everything can be said and said only where everything
He's
is.
like the Charlemagne out the group. Just so
Oh,
really?
I'm gonna talk my shit.
So what was that track? What was that track? I need y'all to introduce that track for all our listeners.
Never stop.
Never stop. How did it originated? Like what? Never stop what? Never stop the grind. Never stop.
Never stop everything. Never stop what you're doing. Never stop being you.
Right.
Never stop.
So is there three of you guys or is it four? Who's the?
It's three of us now.
Yeah, man, it's complicated, man. It's complicated.
We did. Things happen. We
Yeah,
did.
you know. So it's like what's my man from Bone was locked up all that.
Oh, Flesh.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Yeah,
you got a couple of those situations going on. People in and out the group.
Okay.
You know that mysterious dude that appeared to Drew Hill after like 10
Yeah,
years later. Like, what's this dude? Man?
I want to put a little disclaimer out there real quick, and this is totally off topic, all right? Don't judge me. If I turn my phone around like this, because it won't flip around, so I got into the atmosphere. The atmosphere of mine, so I'm holding my phone. No Sugar Radio, we make shit
How
happen.
you live, man. How you live, baby.
But they wanted to see y'all, so Metro Cartel in the building,
Hey, we in the
No
building.
Sugar Radio in the building, yo. And we're gonna talk today.
So tell us a little bit about Metro Cartel. Like, how did you guys come about?
Actually, the group didn't even start in DC, started in Charlotte, North Carolina. We all attended John C. Smith University.
Okay.
I visited that campus. I love that
John
campus.
owe me money.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I love it there.
Yeah.
I do.
Small campus vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like BSU. BSU. Our homecoming was this weekend. I'm sorry, y'all. Bulldogs all day. 1865 all day.
Yeah, you got the Morehouse T on there.
I got a rep day. I had to.
Anybody tell you like the dude from Pay Them For You? You might as well just be your final win and shit.
Everybody eats me.
Speaking about everybody eats, y'all got any projects coming up? Like events or anything like that? Metro?
But we have
Well, we just launched the website.
Definitely.
MetroCartel.org.
It's pretty juicy. There's a lot of their tracks in there too. Yeah. It's kind of
You
little.
said metrocartel.org?
MetroCartel.org.
Metrocartel.org. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
I think I was on Spotify too. Jonathan.
Yeah, we everywhere, man. Google Play, Apple Music, Tidal.
Oh, y'all on Tidal?
Everywhere.
Oh.
Gotta check to see if we on Pandora. I don't know.
I can get y'all on Pandora. I'm gonna sell a few bracelets with some charms if y'all.
Everything's illegal with this guy.
It's not illegal though.
Pandora.
You gotta get it how you live, B.
Okay.
I'm from over west.
Please excuse Troy. Please excuse him.
So from you, we're gonna go from you on down. Just tell me your name, exactly where you're from, and if you are a rapper, singer. You know, some groups have a mixture of rappers and singers. They got the whole collect. So you can start with you first.
Yeah, this Ivan the Terrible, Northeast DC. Representing.
What's your Instagram? What's your social like?
Ivan the Terrible. I just created. I ain't have a rap Instagram for a while. I was like, I ain't got time to had 2 pages, but
Right.
I think it's Ivan the Terrible. THE terrible, like TERROR.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
ABL.
And where you
Avenue
from?
Terrible, Northeast DC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doug Lowe, you know, also from Northeast DC. Doug Lowe on everything, you know, Instagram. Follow me. Northeast representing.
Okay.
BIG fellas, Southeast DC. At Walking SIM Card, Walking without the G. That's all my social handles. Just type in Walking SIM Card.
I saw you spitting
Yeah, that
on
was
one of
on
your
campus.
videos
Yeah,
on campus.
That's
How
what we
was
just did
that
at
experience?
homecoming.
Did you just come out and just do it? I mean, I didn't
No,
see like.
actually, one of our colleagues we went to school with, he has his own clothing line called, forgive me if I'm Guagi, and he just opened up a store in the mall down there, so he hit me up like a week before, asked us to do a cipher. You know, so he had all the artists from campus that rap that we went to school with, all did the cipher like that.
Okay, you guys do ciphers.
Nice. So
Interesting.
that means
Wait,
that
no, I don't know, but
since you're doing ciphers,
Did he say he do ciphers?
so if you're doing ciphers, then that means that you're gonna be involved in the No Sugar radio cipher.
Okay. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming full
We can
force.
flow on the air right now because you know your boy Boss Up Young is an artist himself. You feel me? Do that. Don't let him tell him put a beat on, man. You know, yo, I word. Yo, put the beat on.
No, the Marco.
Like just saying.
Oh my God.
Cause yo, look, usually when we have artists in here, man, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't taking shots at nobody, and I don't even want to say it because I don't want y'all to start applying this to y'all.
It's no sugar. It doesn't
You know,
matter.
okay, well, fuck it. All right, so usually when we have people in here, you know, we be trying like, hey, if you really got them bars, because I come from an era of bars.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I'm a writer. I study the art of rap. So when it comes down to music, I be wanting people to really, like, all right, I'm going to put you on the spot. You get what I'm saying? I grew up in the bathrooms with the cameras in the schools waiting for the principal to come in there like, all right, yo, here they come, put the camera away. We in there really doing ciphers around the urinals. Yeah, I mean, pissy ass raps. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though. So when people come on here, because I'm going to be starting up a segment in the future where I want people to be able to showcase their talent. So, I mean, you know, if Sway and them can do it, we can do it too. But we want to do it for our area and put people on the same platform where they might not have the funds to make it mainstream, but hey, we going to make this the best low mainstream that you can get. Right. So if you got them bars, man, I want y'all to bring that, spit that on the air. Hey, yo, I'm gonna do your ad-libs, all that. That's my ad-lib. That's my shit right there, you know? I mean, I don't know how to incorporate on what I just said, how you spell it, but I write down the ad-libs too. But if y'all gonna flow, hey man, this all you gotta do is tell them, put the beat on. That's how we gonna do it.
Put the beat on.
Hashtag put the beat
We need
on.
an instrumental.
It's too early in the show.
No, don't worry. Because we got a whole hour in
Saying,
it.
go search that
But
instrumental.
before they dip, I want a good 16. Alright? Alright, that's cool. That's all we got. Go ahead, Ty.
I don't know who manager he think he is. Y'all do whatever it is that y'all want to do. He ain't gonna say 16. Y'all might not have 16.
All right,
Jay-Z said you
give me
spend
12.
14 and you run it back again.
Get off the views. I mean, get off the views.
But now, on a serious note, who inspired you guys like to do music?
Man.
Name a couple of groups. I mean, single-handedly we probably know. Yeah.
Oh man, Ghetto Boys is the first group.
Oh yeah,
that come to
Scarface
mind.
and them, right?
That's the first group that come to mind as far as rap groups.
UGK.
UGK.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What about
Outkast,
B2K?
still
No?
alive.
Not
Yeah,
B2K? You said Lil Fizz had bars, y'all remember that?
Nah.
I need a can.
I missed that joint.
Was that subliminal?
No, I'm just saying, B2K had bars too.
I
That's
see
what
that
I'm
you
saying.
guys mentioned Bone Thugs. Is that one of the groups? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody love Bone, man.
You know, you guys remind me of like the new school, like NWA. Like
Hey, why not say that on the song?
Oh, yeah,
What song y'all got?
I don't know. It brings me that feel because you know you got the Dre and then the Snoop, like you know, like it looked like you guys. It looked like you know he's easy. Like I can see the movie, the remake. I can see the remake of the remake.
What movie of the remake?
I can see the remake of the remake.
What remake of the movie?
Of NWA.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
oh, yeah.
Did you not see it?
Well, technically, they would be called DWA because they from down the DC area. So, dudes with attitude, that'd be the group.
You know what? Okay, so who exactly influences your style as a group?
We versatile. I mean, because if you hear us as a collective, we mesh. But individually, like, Alvin got his own sound. Lowe's more poetic. I'm more of a storyteller. You know, and Alvin's like one of the artists I know that's like the best point of view artist. Like, can write something. I'm coming, like, telling you about themselves rather than
perspective.
Yeah. That's
That actually answers my question right
But like who influenced? I feel like everybody influenced me. Like even somebody used to say this like trash. Like just the inspiration to be creative. So I want to hear everybody. Like regardless of who it is. Like oh you heard such and such. I don't really put down anyone's music because I understand what goes into actually like if you actually serious about music. Right. And you hear somebody craft, and you can actually hear the work behind it. Yeah. Like I don't disrespect it at all. Like regardless of how it sounds to me, it's not for me. They made it for they made it for themselves first, and then whoever else would like it. So it's not for me. So I rarely talk bad about somebody's artwork. So, but like I'm influenced by everybody. I'm influenced by the world. That's what influences
artists like that.
Dynamics wise.
So,
you know, y'all mentioned, you know, that each of y'all have your own specific style. So what are, like, how does the song come together? You make a group song, how does that come together? What are the dynamics?
Completely and totally random.
It's no formula to it all.
There's no structure.
We get in the studio, we get to scrolling through the beats, and you know, one of us will say something, and if we like it, we go with it. If we don't, we scratch it. You know what I mean? But
for me, going through beats is a hassle. Cause I don't like it in the first 5 seconds. I turn it on. I go to the next beat. The first 5 seconds.
So I got a question because I know how hard it can be in the studio, but at the same time, being in the studio is one of the best places that you can be when it comes down to creativity. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real picky when it comes to the beat. So when y'all hear the beat and y'all find a beat that y'all like, do y'all listen to it all the way through and like, oh, I want the second verse. I like the way the beat comes in.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody has like that certain signature part of the beat where it breaks in differently than the next verse. So we pick and choose. Like
So we do that, and like let's say like he heard the beat and came up with the concept and everything, and he'll say, well, I think you'll sound better right here. Like just from him knowing your sound. So we take those kind of leads as well. So give everybody a chance to put their own input on creating the track. Especially if you came up with the concept. I can't tell you. I just go to this song concept. Like, no, I want the first verse.
So
I thought of it.
So what I was gonna say was the beautiful thing about being in a group is so you got less to write.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When you're an individual artist, you know how hard it like people don't understand how hard it is people don't understand how hard it is to write a full 3/16 and a hook and stay within the concept and try not to, say what you said in the last time.
That's a lot of pressure too.
It is.
Oh, it is. So when you hear 16, are y'all sitting around in a setting when y'all writing and be like, yo, let me hear what you got. Nah, yo. Do y'all be like that?
Nah.
Cause I know me and my boys used to be like, nah, yo, wait till I put it down. I'm like, I just need to hear. I need a reference. Like, oh shit, I'm about to come hard. Scratch out what I got.
What would go on is like if somebody finished first, they go in the booth, put it down, and then we plan it as we land it down. So you eventually hear somebody verse if they finish before you. Right. So if you still writing, that do give you that point of reference at that opportunity. But like not other than that, like I don't think nobody really asked for input on the verse in a minute. Like early on, I remember we used to be like, "You think this sound right if I say this?"
Would you catch this if I said this part? Would that part make sense?
Exactly.
Like I do that all the time.
What is y'all thoughts on rap or hip hop today? Because I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know if we can put it in that category. The music today.
It's oversaturated. You know what I mean?
In what regard?
You know what I mean? I'm about to let you know. But
I just changed. In what regard? What do you mean? Please explain to me.
But nah, for real, it's oversaturated. Like we were saying earlier. I mean, it's a time and place for everything in music. So right now we just oversaturated with the party and the drugs and that type of life. It's oversaturated with that type of music. So I mean, that's the only way that I can really explain it. I mean, we need more music with substance. I mean, right now we just all
more
party.
storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, because
exactly.
you know, like the Pox and the Nas, it was a story behind every bar. It was a meaning behind what they said. Like you can see the video before they put it out, type of thing. Like Brenda had a baby, type of thing.
Right.
You can see where Pac was coming from with that. And now I see like when you know, rappers or whatever, even singers, they're not like telling a story or make you use your imagination.
Exactly.
It's just, you know, about the regular stuff. You know, the women, the money. And,
Like
it's like a comedy rap.
That's why I respect Kendrick Lamar so much.
Yeah.
Because he has that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like he's able to actually give you a little bit of knowledge with his bars. Like
Exactly.
and he makes you want to listen to him.
Right.
Exactly.
Speaking of knowledge, my question is if y'all even have like a message. What is like a message out that you know Cartel's trying to put out there for you know its fans or whatever?
Man,
Listeners.
that it's more to life than everything. Like
Your city, your block.
yeah, I mean, I come from humble beginnings, and I
Hell
never
yeah.
thought that I had done a lot of the things I had done in life, man. When I go back around to my old neighborhood, like I use my life as an example. Like, man, I done went to college. Like I come from the worst circumstances. Like nigga, like you shit out get broken, being fucked up. Like nigga, I know it's a way out. So like, look, use me like as your guy. Like it's gonna be tough, but like, so you can do it. So like I try to push that message a lot. So I can't be out in the street trying to push that message and then on my music saying something else. But at the same time, I make music that's also true to life as well. So like if I make a track and I'm projecting violence on it, it's not a act of glorifying violence. I'm probably acting in self-defense, or it's an intent with goodwill to do this. Like I'm waging war. Like I'm seeking war when if I'm talking violence.
You went to college. What was your major was criminal justice or something?
Me?
That's a good question. What was everyone's major in college?
Actually, I did want to go to school for law.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
My man's been selling computer science too around the corner.
But there's a lot of money in IT. There's a whole lot of money in IT. Think
I
about
went to
it.
IT.
What was your major?
Same computer science.
Computer science. And what about you, big
Business
fella?
management.
Business management?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
lit.
yeah,
That's
man.
lit. You can use all of that. Like, some people get
Right.
degrees and it's like you can't really use it because the market is not that large. Like, you gotta think about it. You have to be really competitive to get into certain, you know, fields. So, how do you feel like your experience at Johnson C. Smith has, like, how did it shape you guys as a music group? Like, your experiences in college?
It was more competitive because it was like what?
At that time, it was a lot. Like the music scene when we was at school was crazy because there was a lot of people like this one like the actual like evolution of recording on your laptop became a thing. This was like what, like 05, 2005, 2006, when like us little people could get our hands on that kind of technology to record on your laptop yourself. So like a lot of the guys on campus from different areas like had their own rap groups. So we was the DC area rap group. Then was like a down south rap group with some West Coast artists, and like and everybody did different stuff. So like they had their producers, we had our producers, and we was mixing and that's why like when we just went back down there, people remember that type of stuff. It's like, hey, I remember y'all. I was rapping y'all still doing y'all thing. So yeah,
First tracks, everything.
That's how it started.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
That's crazy.
Leave your footprint.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like for real.
So where did the name the Metro Cartel come from?
It actually started because, like you just said, everybody had their own area of rap groups, and it was so many of us, but everybody didn't rap. I know I engineered, he rapped, he did poetry, some of the few members rapped and sung or what have you, and Metro was coming from the DC aspect, the metropolitan area, and the Cartel was it was so many of us. So it was like about a good 10 of us rapping in one dorm room. Everybody had their own laptop. I put the song on everybody's laptop. Everybody do a verse here. Don't talk when we press record. You know what I'm saying?
like no soundproof, like just headphones, headphones, like
I got the RA knocking on the door.
niggas walking down the hallway yelling like, dang. And kept all that on the track. All that's on the track.
You know, I think what's dope about the whole situation is you you guys all came from humble beginnings, and then you still made it to college. Whether or not if you completed or not, the fact is, if you come from humble beginnings, it's no excuse why you can't get your education and why you can't do the things that you want to do. And I think people use that now, like, oh, you know, I'm oodles and noodles. I've been eating oodles and noodles all day. I ain't got time for college. I gotta make this bread. It's a perfect example right here. Music, you can still create music. You can still be the person you want. You don't have to be a product of your environment. You don't have to, because you're in the projects, or you in a bad neighborhood, that you have to follow the people on the corner. Like there's actually people in these neighborhoods that go to college. You know, if y'all didn't go, y'all wouldn't have met each other, right?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
You know, so I love seeing shit like this, because it's like it lowers the excuse for people. You know, because I that's what I hate, especially with men. Like they're so quick to make an excuse about why they can't make it. Oh, you know, like, oh, it's too many rappers, it's too many singers. It doesn't matter. Like, not everybody, you know, like,
if you're doing your thing, you gotta make it so, I always say this, I was like, you gotta make it so they can't deny you. like you have that ability as a human being to put yourself in a position where people they can't deny you of anything. Like, because you done got everything in order. It's like, I gotta fuck with them because they painted me in this corner. I gotta fuck with them.
Like going through the whole business aspect of this, one thing I'm learning that nobody is better than anybody. Everybody is different. Everybody brings something different to the table. There's nobody else like you. You're the only person on this planet that is like you. So you have to utilize that to your fullest extent.
Right.
Like,
who's gonna tell you that you're a superstar?
Exactly.
Like, I don't understand when people have that. Like when artists have a conversation of, you know, I didn't make it. Who said you didn't make it? You know, like who sets that bar just because there's Chance the Rapper didn't get signed. Right. You know, he did his own. He made himself. He told himself that he's a superstar and he's gonna be the one, and made the one. He didn't have to knock on, you know, everybody doing good to all these record labels. He made sure he did his marketing, his promotion. You know, maybe not by himself, or you know, it was just him, but he made sure he gathered a team and he became a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
himself.
put yourself in that position where they can't deny you. Like, I commend that dude Grind, because that's exactly what he did. Like, I don't really listen to his music, but he's undeniable. Like, you can't go anywhere without seeing his face. Like, he's undeniable. He put himself in that position.
He reminds me of like a Jordan. Like, you respect his game and his hustle. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Jordan, but I like his game. You know?
Like,
so it's like you respect the game. I respect the grind and what you did to get to that point, but. You know, you're not my favorite pick, but I respect how you did it. So it's like I like that you guys didn't make no excuses. Y'all went to college. Y'all still grind for your career. Your career probably wasn't in technology. Like, you probably didn't want to do business in the form of what we all like business. You look like corporate, because when you think of business management, people think corporate instead of thinking like, I want to run my entrepreneur.
Right.
So that's dope.
I got a question. Going back to something that Sean said when she says, you know, everybody brings something different to the table. Y'all ever really wondered, like, who determined how big the table was and what is needed to bring to it?
That's true. Yeah, you got
I mean, you make the determination. It's not like the same.
I mean, there's so many people out there, man. This table seat knowledge. This is the last supper table. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that you said one of y'all from DC, right?
everybody.
No, but one of them has. Who's from North Carolina?
No
one. Oh, Judge from the school, North Carolina. Okay, all right. Because I heard the DC part, but then I hear the accent. You get what I'm saying? So y'all.
Hey man, this how real people from DC talk. I'm tired of everybody like, hey y'all, they don't
go live.
if they don't sound like me, man, they ain't from DC. If they ain't dragging no R's and all that, man,
kill, mom, kill.
So this right here, we asked young Lotus when young Lotus here, so we gonna ask y'all the same thing. Do y'all consider Baltimore as part of the DMV?
Nah, man, Baltimore.
Oh, hell no.
No, and that's not even no disrespectful thing.
Say, nah, you good.
But Baltimore has always been its own city. Like,
Yeah.
it's always been DC and Baltimore. It's like, and when the DMV term actually came out, I
hate it.
I still don't like it really, but
What's
I
going
appreciate
on?
the unity behind it, but I still don't like it because it like you said, like now it's causing confusion. Like it's Baltimore and DMV, like man, we jive like neighbors, y'all
But
gonna
it
curry
is,
us and
though.
say y'all we ain't.
Man.
No, Baltimore is its own thing. Like Baltimore has stood on its own forever,
We
man.
just-
Baltimore,
we just unique.
Baltimore is
We just unique.
Baltimore is an institution, man.
Yeah, we just
Baltimore
don't own
is
those
yeah.
things.
Baltimore got fucking the best crime series television shows ever, man. Like Baltimore don't need to be a part of some motherfucking DC, man. They don't need that shit, man.
So what is the M in DMV?
It's like Prince George's County.
No.
Yeah, like all them areas right there, man.
Shar, you're from up here. Shut up.
Hey, she been around, man. She been around some folks, man.
Exactly.
She knows some people, man. We had to talk after the show, man.
Do y'all know anybody from Sice Game in DC?
Sice Game.
Mm.
Oh,
Yes. Bronson.
man, he was with JJ. JJ used to be in the group. John Teron. I
Yeah,
forgot.
y'all know DJ
Oh,
Freaks
yeah,
from
yeah.
93.9?
John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah,
them.
Okay.
man.
Ooh,
That's the Hampton crew.
for the-
I don't know, it was just a question.
I was
Just a
wrong.
question.
So
Connection.
speaking of the DMV, and by y'all being out in the DC area, so if y'all could just name anybody in the DMV upcoming
No,
artists. Who would you?
DC. He said no.
No, it's cool.
It's
It's
all
cool.
right.
It's cool.
The DMV. I said they from DC. So if y'all could just name any upcoming artists from the DMV area, period. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all own no entity or what have you, you know who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with? You know that might be on the rise or
In the DC area.
yeah.
Man, I let one of them go first because I really don't. I'm horrible at following who's around me.
Right.
Like we used to have a showcase, and that was probably like the best thing that I got a chance to like interact with other artists from the areas. We used to host a showcase and invite all local artists. So like I like for real, probably like somebody from our showcases, like some of the female artists, man. We like DC got some mean female artists.
They they just scream about it.
Rest in peace
What's
to London
what's
Dior.
her name? Mia.
R.I.P. London.
Mia Sparrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to work with Mia Sparrow. That's my.
Did
pick
you
right
did you
there,
guys
man.
ever meet
Shawty, yeah, right.
London Dior? Did you guys ever?
No, I never had a chance to meet her.
But you
man.
guys heard of her music or anything like that?
I heard 2 songs because I'm not really into like the younger artists because I'm 30, so the
Right.
relation I can't relate. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I commend her. Like they said, she was grinding. I seen a few of her videos, like nice. I think like I forgot the slim name. I think like versus visuals. She's shooting videos.
Hey, shout out to
Right.
that.
Yeah, man. It's like Shorty put in work, and I didn't know she was so young.
Right.
She was young.
So when you say you're 30, so the content of your music changed, like you're more rapping about being a father. Are y'all rapping about paying taxes and filling out W-2s and stuff like? I mean, what can you provide to the younger generation to change their content as they get older? Like,
I mean, it's hard to make the younger generation take content if that's what they actually grew up in. Because you got Chicago and people say, oh, they talk about the shooting, killing each other. Well, that's what the fuck they really doing out there, shooting and killing each other.
Right,
so
right.
what you expect them to write about? That's all they know. If they're not exposed to nothing outside their city or their neighborhood, what can they really talk about different? You know, they not have nothing to go like to encourage them to go to school or encourage them to move away and take their business elsewhere, or even just to start a business, something small like getting shirts, putting their neighborhood on it and selling them, or starting a lemonade stand, anything. You know, what you expect them to talk about?
Right. I mean, Kanye is one of the people that they can kind of look up to because ain't he from Chicago?
Yeah, I mean that's I'm not saying
so is
they
R.
can.
Kelly. They can look
Yeah.
Being that y'all mentioned that about t-shirts and things like that, I see that looking at y'all page, y'all are very invested in your brand and what it is that you put out there. So how important is branding to you 3 gentlemen, and what do you do when you go through your branding process for yourself?
I self-promote a lot. I wear nothing but Metro Cartel stuff or Lacoste on the low, but but everywhere I go, I go to Costco's, and you know somebody stop me, hey, I like that shirt. Yeah, MetroCartel.org. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, so you know, I really live it. You know what I mean?
As far as like investing into the brand, I like that advice actually came from, for me, like just hearing that advice actually came from Nipsey Hussle, because just watching his grind, like that dude is all the way on his grind, like 100% independent, like in his grind is like something that's like yeah, it's crazy. So he talked about branding in his raps. And it's just actually like a lot of these artists don't even own their name, like so anytime their name is printed on something, somebody get money from it, they not getting money from it. So it's like that's the first thing we need to do. Like even if like we don't blow up and become millionaires, at least nobody else can actually come along in history and take our stuff and make money from it because we don't own it. Like we gonna get a piece of this pie. Like some young kids 30 years later say, "Oh, we the Metro Cartel." Like, nah. That I salute y'all, but yeah, we need to slice out this pie right here. And y'all can just continue on make money, but we need
young kids be a whole lot out here.
So that's that business. That's that business.
Yeah.
That mind frame.
So that's what made it serious for me. Is like, man, like don't let nobody take from you. Like, especially as black people, we've been taking advantage of so long. So it's time for that to stop. Like,
right.
And that's another message in
one
music.
Person at a time. And like people think that it's probably never gonna stop. It's probably never gonna stop. But at the end of the day, if we don't do something now,
right, exactly.
You know,
we gotta make a shift. A shift have to stop.
As long as it stops with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know, each one teach one. So, you know what I'm saying? Making sure that y'all give that back in those messages and those different things that y'all are applying to yourselves to be successful, to give that back to the younger people and to the older people too, because a lot of them, you know, when they get up in age, what they do is they stop dreaming.
Right.
And I don't know who told people that it's wrong to stop dreaming.
Right.
You know, there's nothing that's going to stop you from being successful except for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody can stop you. You can't point a finger at nobody. It is your fault whether you win or lose in life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Own that shit and fucking get it done. You know?
Anything is possible in life, man.
Do you guys have a management team, or you manage yourself, or?
Yeah, self-manage.
That's what's up, man.
You gotta see what this website do. We might have an intern.
I see the website is real crisp, it's real, you know, like.
Yeah.
Give somebody else.
Did you guys do it yourself?
Yeah, I did.
You want a new level? That's what I'm talking about.
I just want to tell y'all now some real stuff, man. Like just sitting right here next to y'all, like y'all really inspire me, like to really be better and shit. What I'm saying, and I say this with all honesty, but it's a joke. And I say that because I say this because when I look at y'all see the three of y'all, and y'all like a reflection of what me, Crash, and Blaine want to be. You know what I'm saying? You got the low cut, I'm going bald. You got him, he just got his head back. You got the dreads, he's stuck in a little Bow Wow stage. You know what I'm saying? He's stuck in a little Bow Wow stage, so I think we should sit across from our future right now. Let's switch.
It's cool. It's for next year.
Let's switch seats and sit across from our future and look at each other in the eye.
He gonna flex on that ass. Watch, he gonna be blinking next year. Keep playing with him. He gonna be blinking.
Let's sit across from our future right now and look each other in the eye as we play this next track.
Let me ask you a serious question, bro.
Let's jump into this track before you ask that question.
This one is an exclusive shirt right here. This this one not on the site though. This the Metro Cartel faded T-shirt. Soon it's gonna be on the site soon though.
Okay.
A whole lot out here. It got real quiet though. But yeah, we about to get into this next track. Metro Cartel, Fly Top.
No more questions.
It's no sugar radio.
Metro Cartel in the building. I think the song was what, Poppy?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Sir Charles, man.
Yeah, that.
Fleshbone. Fleshbone.
No sugar radio.
Oh, you're
Oh shit. Might call Buzz.
It's a joke. What?
Might call Buzz. Take all my pictures with my hand.
Bitch, that is not my name, it's Poppy. I got the Frito Lays. You know you good all day. I'm being free, call me broke. I told her, bitch, that is not my name, it's Poppy. Ain't pronounce my name correct. First thing you gonna do is respect. Next thing you gonna do is respect my name. I'm Poppy. In other words, I'm half-baked. To the G-made, I'm still paid. The cost tailor-made. The barrage. To the pussy, young hood body. Hakeem himself couldn't block me. Police force can't stop me. These hated niggas can't job me. Northeast original auntie. I'm what's about all love.
We took one already?
I make bills, I'm two steps ahead of your next. I'm celebrating, you still playing. I'm blessings, you still praying. I'm on the grind, you still lame. I'm the one behind, you're still playing. I'm ahead of the game. Popping off champagne, spraying. Hardcore, drop Porsche. I got the Frito Lays. You know you good all day. I'm being free, I'm dreaming how I'm going to change the game. She called me broke, I told her, bitch, that is not my name, it's Bobby. Hardcore, drop Porsche. I got the Frito Lays. You know you good all day. I'm being free, I'm dreaming how I'm going to change the game. That is not my name, it's Poppy. I see out here next.
You know what? In the car, grab 2 more. Grab 2 more. Guess that.
Been at my pants past studying up on Boston.
Yeah. We just try to innovate up there.
I ain't never seen that at all. It's like,
Right, next time y'all come to the show, it's not yeah, she's moving in here. Like 4 weeks.
We got here mid-September.
Yeah, mid-September, maybe middle. Around like the 15th. So we're transferring all this, like, whole new look. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with it. I tell you that.
I thought it was a ocean, man. Like, I'm getting tagged on Facebook.
It gets so annoying. When I say it gets annoying, that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? When you wake up and you got like 35 notifications about something that you see over and over and over, that's when you know it's getting done. We pride ourselves. So that woman right there, that's how we were right now. So we just follow the
that is not my name, it's Poppy. No father, just a butler, Bruce Wayne. Mothers, niggas call me Lil Wayne. I be the Poppy, like Jingling, just Jingling. That child's father, no Billy Jean, no Billy Jean. She asking me for a little cash up on her card. She want me to take her out and buy Louis Vuitton. It's not a leader, I'm the captain, girl, don't rock with me. Somebody singers and films, I know my wings slide. Top down in the drop, push dark shades on the block, the sunshine. Pop cool champagne, Clico raining out of clear skies. There's only one name that she think of when she see these guys. That's pop, course, drop Porsche. I got the Frito Lays. You know you good all day. I'm being free, I'm dreaming how I'm going to change the game. She called me broke, I told her, bitch, that is not my name, it's Poppy. Hardcore, drive Porsche. I got the Frito Lays. You know you good all day. I'm being free, I'm dreaming how I'm going to change the game. She called me broke, I told her, bitch, that is not my name, it's Poppy.
I like that.
Her name is Poppy, y'all. I just want to take a moment to appreciate this Redskins hat that you're wearing. I love it.
I'm not
style
even a
of it.
Redskins fan.
I love it though. Like
I gotta
the
read
set.
Yeah, man. I was out in
Exactly.
London when I bought this hat, and it was on sale, so that made it even better.
You
I like that. I like
I'm not a Redskins fan, but this thing is jacked.
That's that
Go
TLC
ahead,
roll.
say your thing. Go ahead,
That
say your
TLC
thing.
roll from Creep. That's that satin, the red color one.
Got the T-ball
You bought somebody graduation guys.
Again, y'all, we have the Metro Cartel in the building. All fun and jokes, business, music, all in one package. That's crazy. I got it all in one package. I mean, you guys don't really need features.
Based on what we just listened
What
to.
if y'all needed me?
Y'all don't really need features.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because, you know, with the group, you all bring a certain something to this track. I mean, it'll be a benefit to have someone featured on your song, but you don't need it.
True.
Like,
Yeah,
that's,
true.
see, that's the good thing about having a group, because, like, you guys don't need anyone because y'all have each other. Like, y'all have your team on top of the people, if y'all have anybody else in the background, like supporting you guys and put like a street team or something like that. You know, but you guys self-market yourself. You know, yeah, you do engineering, right? Or producing or something like that?
Oh, audio engineering.
Or look, see, I mean, you don't have to go, but if you want that different sound, it's welcome. You can go to another, you know, producer or engineer and get that different flavor. So, I mean, that's good to have that one-stop shop.
Yeah, that's the one thing we working on now is getting a lot of in-house stuff. Like we looked at everybody who was successful in the music game. Everybody had in-house, like everything was in-house, like Rockefeller, Cash Money, like No Limit. They kept all that stuff inside of their record label. So, and they were like the three biggest old bad boy 444.
So how important it is to trust other individuals with your brand, because the Metro Cartel is you guys. So welcoming somebody else to have their own vision, you know how that could get, you know, like kind of sticky because you guys already have your platform already, and then welcoming someone else, like was there ever a hiccup in that, like as far as welcoming someone else to the team and the vision?
I mean, we haven't had anybody new. There's a lot of old people that leave and come back, but no.
So you allow people to have one foot in and one foot out? I mean, I wouldn't like.
Is that
I
right?
mean,
Right.
they was there from conception though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when we first put it together, these are the people that were with us. So, you know, it's all love, even though, you know, we ain't, you know, working together right now, or we haven't spoken in X amount of time, you know what I mean? It's all love. You know what I mean? It's like you never left when you come back.
It's not gonna be like, somehow I'll be getting on the radio and start touring, making all this money, and they be like, hey man, you know,
be like
that's still in the group. Like, come on, cuz, like, real. I mean, you can come to the show and hang out backstage.
Right. I mean, we
I
see
let
a
you
lot
come
of
to the
groups
studio.
that.
You gotta see what your grind like, man. You gotta earn your way back here.
There's a lot of groups that's like that though. You know, there's a lot of a lot of rappers. I don't know if you follow people like the Zoo Gang and stuff like that, like the Fetty Wap team and stuff. Like, there's a lot of people who leave the group, come back, and then if you don't welcome them back, they talk shit on your social media and saying now that you got that bag, you acting brand new. But I feel like if you're not dedicated to the vision from the beginning,
Right.
I don't feel you should get a piece of the pie. You know,
break it
when you
loose.
guys blow up. You know, like when you guys blow up,
Exactly.
one foot in and one foot out can't keep happening, because now you're traveling, and then usually like you pay for other people's expenses, so that can get kind of costly. Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Hey man, that's how Hammer did it.
Hey, we see what happened to Hammer with it.
You see what happened to him.
Everybody see what
Right, he was
Yeah.
feeding everybody,
Yeah.
and then he ended up, got to sell houses and sell cars, and they take everything. So, that's something that you guys should watch out. Now, it's a bunch of men. Do y'all have problems with the ladies? Like, the ladies being on y'all, or like, is there a ladies issue as far as being
Hassled by a bunch of fours.
right?
Like,
It's all in the limelight.
my God. The fruits.
Fours are on a scale of 1 to 10. So do y'all get like chased by a bunch of fours?
I I mean, I feel like I ran into a couple fools lately. Like, damn, man. But you know, not outside the regular though. Nah.
On a drunk night, 2 4s or 8.
One man trying to do his
I just had an issue with a 4 at the strip club over the last weekend.
Over $1 you threw it and hit the wrong person. You try to grab
We was dealing with some janky promoters in Charlotte. Charlotte not a bad city. Shout out to Queen City though. But yeah, we was dealing with some janky promoters. We supposed to have this performance at a strip club. And you know, when the ladies walk up to me, like I kind of tipped her friend kind of real nice though, and she thought she was about to get the same. But after I did that with her friend, I was like, all right, I'm here to perform. I ain't here to. So she came over to me. I had like $2 in my hand left over. And I gave her $2. I gave her my last $2. And she's like, that's it.
She should love that though.
Yeah, she like snatched the $2 from like out of her G-string and was like, you can keep it, and left it on the floor.
Strippers are grateful, man.
I was like, damn. I was like, you shot like a $4, you bad.
But the next one came and picked them $2 right up. You know what
I
I'm
don't know about you, you crazy.
Like, you think you gonna make me say you disrespect $2?
Picking up $2 is better than picking up 8 quarters. I'm just saying.
Hey,
It look better.
Easier to carry too.
Do you got any performances in DC coming up, or any performances or that you know of, or you guys are working on a mixtape or a EP?
Working on a compilation album. I'm working on a project, probably like a 6 to 8 track project called Ghetto Gospel.
I need to be on that.
Yeah. I don't know. Quiet as Kept out.
Oh yeah, my project just came out probably earlier this year. Quiet as Kept. It's based off like my personality and pretty much the truth of what our people really don't know. Like I'm an introvert, so I really don't talk unless somebody speak to me. Like I'm real to myself. Like I'm a homebody. So and then I talk about pretty much what's the word? Conscious. You know, stuff like that. What the government doing.
It's good to be a homebody now.
Like,
The way the world is.
safe out
The
there.
way the world is. I mean,
man, it's just
get that bag and stay home. Like,
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
As Medusa out.
it's probably
I'm trailing though. What was that? 2016, 2015 at the top of the year.
So is that your way of like I know you guys know what's going on in the world and how everything's getting on. I don't want to get all political with you guys, but
Hey, good.
What, cool. Like what is your take to what's going on? Like how are you guys gonna like not change it but kind of give back or teach?
Do something to shape.
Like in your area because you can't touch everybody.
Definitely. We had these conversations that turned into debates, heated debates all the time. At least between me and Lo, we argue about it all the time, man. We challenge each other's perspective, and I think it's really more so just trying to change people's mindset about just how to go about life. Like their mindset about living life is just it's easy. So like if I could just dial this back just a little bit and get enough people going in that direction, it'll make some sort of impact. But we definitely had talks about like starting mentorship programs. One of our dreams is actually starting our own type of school where we give that guidance to how to approach life, like different situations, and just being black like in this world, like because a lot of people don't understand, like we dress ourselves down when we walk out the door. Like we're not ourselves when we go out into this world. We got to be around like people who want us to put ourselves in a box, like turn down our personalities and things like that. Like so, it's hard. Like that's hard. Like the mask, as some people phrase it like that. We got to put on when we out around the other people because they're scared of us.
I got away from viewing these questions because I usually looking at it on my phone, and my phone looking at y'all, so it's kind of hard. So Cheyenne, who is one of our faithful viewers, she asked, she said, "Wow, all of y'all Virgos," and then she also said, "What kind of things do you all do in the community to help the youth? Like, are y'all all fathers or You know, like.
We definitely ain't fathers. Yeah.
None of y'all, wait, none of y'all fathers?
Nah. No.
Damn.
Now that you know of.
That is great.
Good, that's good. That's
great.
good.
I need to hang with y'all.
We still
Like
use the
that.
condoms, man. We still use the Oh man, excuse me. I still use the condoms.
Don't say no. He said, I like to feel the goat. I like to feel the goat.
The 70s was a good time for a reason.
I'm gonna tell y'all something though. So we nearing the end of this interview soon. Y'all I ain't no 16 bars yet.
Oh, can I first ask that question?
Oh yeah. You think wait. Yeah, cause you right. You spoke for everybody. Go ahead, do your thing.
For the young lady that asked the question, for us community stuff, we try to do stuff. I know you just did an expo.
I do this thing where I teach kids this computer programming language called Scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, so I try to do that with kids, and I try to just work
You said
with them.
Scratch?
Yeah, Scratch.
What is that?
It's like a kid's block computer coding language.
It's coding.
Yeah, it's coding. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I try to teach classes doing that just to like give kids an opportunity to
That's what's
actually
up.
create. Because they taking away all programs in school, so that's crazy.
Oh, you are they?
What's the age?
Yeah.
What's the age on that? Like, what
Oh
age
man,
is it?
you could teach probably like a first grader, so like 6 years old. Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah. Get a computer program.
I got a
right?
whole son in there. I might have to, I'm trying to get
Yeah.
him up in the world.
Oh man, he probably you teach him like the basic concepts. He'll take over and you be like, oh, what you just done? You made you a whole video game. Man, it's crazy though. So that's what I do in the community, and that's and these are like the building blocks, like. And that's another thing where, you say everybody brings something different. Like, so while I'm working in that aspect, and that's part of like one of our ultimate goals, like, he over here handling something else that's going to add to it, and he doing something else. And then when we all come together, it's like, all right, I already got this locked down, because I talked to them and they say they're going to let us do the classes over there. We was like, oh, bet. Because this dude just said he going to give us the money. And he like, oh, yeah. And I just talked to this dude and he said he wanted to help out and he wanted to be a teacher as well. So it's just, So, yeah.
So you guys are all working.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta grind, man. Like what's the meaning of life? Like what's the meaning of life?
Come on, man.
We
Like what's the meaning of life?
If you
trying
ain't,
to raise this thing.
what they say, you're born to die.
Yeah. So you're born to die.
So you need to grind in the process.
Grind in the process and affect as many lives positively as possible.
Right.
Like to me, that's the meaning of life. If like you're not doing that, you're not living, man.
Yeah.
And have fun. Definitely have fun while you're
You
doing it.
gotta remember, tomorrow's not promised, so you gotta make sure
Yeah.
that you're living your life the way you need to be happy. You know what I mean? You never know.
One thing I noticed about you, and this is normal, but one thing I noticed about you, like since you've been on the show, you got like this endless smile. Like, no, real talk.
He's
Like,
got
no,
good
no.
vibes.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, good
connected?
vibe. Look, I'm really trying to make a serious matter, but little Bow Wow over there want to chime in and shit. But no, you got like this endless smile, man. I like that. Like you just like, and yet, even though we don't know what you may be going through personally, but it seems like you just try to find the positivity in
Yeah.
everything that you do.
It takes
You know
too
what I'm
much
saying?
energy
And
to
it shows
frown.
on
It
you.
does.
It
It does.
Keep that, man. Don't lose that, man.
You ever seen a person walking down the street and they just look angry and you just like, ew, get
Yeah, it's like,
What's
I'm
wrong
like
with you?
that because I got resting bitch face syndrome. That's just me. I do my
Resting
live. That's
Rested
me.
bitch
All day.
syndrome.
All day.
Hey, call Kim Smuller's back and see if there's a cure for that.
You know, Shaw just stole that. I ain't even gonna tell y'all who she stole it from. She just stole that rested bitch syndrome.
I do. I have rested bitch face syndrome. Like I'll be walking something like, damn, who killed your dog? I'm like, nobody. What the fuck you talking about? It was bad as hell. Like I'm good. Like I'm actually good.
So where can like your audience, I don't really like to say fans because I feel like fans is very negative, and I usually say supporters because
Yeah, that's what I was
people
saying,
don't
supporters.
want to be called a fan, and
Right.
and I don't know where it came from, but I always like I don't want to be called someone's fan. Like a supporter is the word, but your supporters do y'all actually like engage with them? There's artists that just, you know, after they get to that certain plateau, they just kind of, you know, everybody like
Put them in that fan phase.
right. They just kind of get all cocky and they don't remain humble, and you start to lose supporters when you start doing that. So, do you guys actually engage on your social media or when you out? I mean, I saw you with the freestyle, and you know, you was actually looking at. You wasn't looking past people. You were looking at the people who were you know bopping to what you were saying. Like I saw the engagement. So do you guys do that on a regular, or is it just like it's a when the camera's around type of thing?
I think that's just just at the level that we at now. Like, so we not famous or nothing, so it's not really. You know, need to have like security or anything like that where the people can't get to us or something like that. But I mean, just networking. I think you gotta stay engaged. So like now, like I follow y'all now. So like now when y'all doing stuff, like you know, I'm liking the post. I'm you know, if I know somebody's gonna be out there, like oh yeah, you know, I you know these people that know shit out there, you should check them out. They some cool folks. So it's like things like that, like all that. Like what Issa Rae was saying, she was like, you know, people always trying to network up. Like you gotta network, like network across. Like so I gotta get with y'all because you know y'all might know somebody in the DC area that's doing something like you heard of Metro Cartel, like them some cool dudes. Like you should drop them a line. Like y'all, I think y'all will link up. Like y'all, there could be something there. So it's about that. So it's supporters. Like the word supporters.
That's what we've been doing since we started No Sugar is networking across because and working side by side with different people because we feel like, you know, the people that are up top, not saying that I'm not gonna throw any shade on anybody, like they don't want to engage, but it's kinda hard for them to do certain things because they get negative feedback even if they go to their hood and they don't have security. Or they go to their hood and they have chains on. Oh, this guy came to the hood and he didn't give nothing back. So it's kind of hard for celebrities at that point to do the things that they would normally do if they were in the hood. So you know, we try to kind of work side by side with different entrepreneurs, different business owners, you know, different artists and things like that. Not just in the music industry, but artists like actual artists, you know, like people that we can help, like because they're willing to network and be around. So the fact that you guys mentioned that and that was one of our topics, you know, that Shard, you know, brought up, it's crazy because y'all didn't even know that. I don't know. You sent it big orders last year. Right? Did you send him the template? Y'all didn't even know that. So it's crazy that some people like, you know, they shine down on the black community, but there's some educated black sisters and brothers out here that know what they're talking about. You just have to remove yourself out of the crowd, out of the norm because some people don't want to engage in people, you know, who they feel isn't wearing True Religion jeans or red bottoms, but those be the people that some of them, I'm not gonna say all, some of them they're not as educated. They just see a brand, they see that everybody's rocking it, and they want to go buy it, so they spend their last on it. When you got people who, you know, will rock Vans and will rock a white tee and still could get fresh, but they can educate the hell out of you, like on any subject that you would ask them, not just music. So I like
probably
that you
got
guys,
more money in the bank than the person was.
You guys are well-rounded. Like you guys know, like you're well-rounded. So we're definitely gonna keep you guys on our radar because we have so many different events that we're gonna be doing. And I don't care about the numbers. Like I think people just look at the IG numbers and be like, oh, if his numbers ain't right, he ain't popping. Like
people pay for that.
Man,
you can pay for that.
I got this saying, man. Never knock the nigga in sketches.
Right.
I just made that up. But never knock the nigga in sketches.
He might be the Facebook owner.
Hey,
right?
Right.
You are so
but
right.
That's basically like saying, you know, the underdog. Like, and this is really what I say. You know, never knock the underdog because you know every underdog. You more than likely wind up on top soon.
Right.
And you know what, me and Blaine, we both, and I seen it in my Facebook memory, but I seen you posted the other day. You know, it says, you know, when people hate on you and people doubt you, man, just keep on moving because you're going to run into them again later on in your success.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And they're going to always tell of how they know you. When they didn't support you, when you on top, oh yeah, that's my man. That's my brother. That's my sister, cousin, brother, father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's always some extended shit.
So all
You get what I'm saying?
out there, don't get caught up in being a hater because people don't understand. When you get caught up in being a hater, you start focusing so much on the person you're hating on that
Yeah.
you start becoming a fan. Now you're a fan. You're not even a supporter at this point.
Yeah.
You're a fan. Like you're so focused on, like, if I'm hating on you, Crash, I'm hating to the point where I know your every movement.
Right.
Now you're not living your life because you're so
So
focused on the
cool.
Metro
Yeah.
Cartel
You
life.
can't
Like,
free promotion, everything.
Right.
You're promoting for them. You
Right.
might as well get paid. Like, you know.
Right. Either join the Metro Cartel, or or continue to hate because negative publicity is positive.
It's good publicity.
Right. It's
Sign
good.
up at themetrocartel.org.
Also join the sign up list. Come on.
You sign our guest book.
Right.
A
Exactly.
lot of people don't understand that, man, especially the way social media is and just internet itself, man. Every time you tag a person's name on something,
Right.
it's a high possibility chance they gonna get paid.
Right.
You
But
better start
shit,
getting paid on
make
that.
sure y'all tag Boss Up Young. Tag Troy Green, you feel me? I need a check.
I can't do them.
Tag
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
Can you pay for tags?
Yeah, man.
There's a way. There's a will. There's a way.
Yeah,
When you learn how
there's a way.
to monetize social media, you know what I'm saying. When you go through that type of training and you understand the ins and outs of like Facebook, Instagram. You know, me and Todd, we were fortunate enough to do that over a long period of time, and that's how we were able to dominate on social media.
I'm a social media geek, and I tell everybody that off the rip. I'm a social media geek, and not just being on social media and posting.
Right.
I actually dive in, and I train myself. So for those people who utilize the free resources around them and have the ability to train themselves, and I milk everybody that I'm around. At this point, I'm milking you guys. You guys only been here for like 30 minutes, so I'm milking what the knowledge that you're putting off, the energy as well. Like I think that's what you're supposed to do when you're around people. It's not to use them in a negative way. It's just to you guys educate me on whatever it is that you're doing. Now I want to know. Now I'm intrigued. I'm a Gemini, so I like to mind fuck people. Like that's what I call it. Like mind fuck people because I want to be able to dive in, and I'm 30 as well. So I don't even think it's an age thing. I think it's more so who you're around, because I have friends that are like 25 and 24 that are around OGs, and you wouldn't even think that they're that age because they're talking real shit to you. You like, yo, how old are you again? You got to keep asking in the conversation, like, how old are you again? How old are you again? And they're telling you, and it's like, wow, who you around? And me being around these guys, they all have something different. So milking each and every one of them of their knowledge, and I'm able to go back to New York and Brooklyn and educate them on something I learned from these guys. So it's like, it don't have to be my experience. It don't have to be your experience. I'm just seeing around the people around me, what they're going through, and how you guys come from humble beginnings and you actually went to college. I can use that story to teach the youth back in New York. Like, listen, there's people in other states not making excuses. I have you guys come on the show, humble beginnings, and now look where they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about just identifying the right people, being around the right people. You don't have to kind of ride bandwagons, but you can support the wagon. You can ride along with the wagon. Like some people be like, I don't jump on bandwagons. You don't have to. You can get your own wagon and ride along with me.
And let people know that you're coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not only that you're coming, that you're working. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't just say, I'm on the come up, or I'm a boss, or I'm a this, I'm a that. But you ain't putting in no work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where do we find you? Where do we see you at? People want to know that. If you're doing something and you're doing something positive and constructive, they want to know where to find you. You know what I'm saying? Something as simple as a business card. Something as simple as you know what I'm saying? Something online or something offline, a pop-up shop, whatever. They want to find you. Give them that venue to find you. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys are a perfect example of how you market yourself. Like,
look at this.
no one is gonna do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. Like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have way more stuff coming out other than shirts. So it's and you're in the music industry. So and I think Diddy's the one that mentioned this. Like, we don't always just have to be rappers. We can take over and do what we want to do as black people. Like just because I was alongside of Diddy, it doesn't mean that I can't be the ambassador or the owner of Ciroc. Like and it's just different ladders that he climbed just by being the one that danced all in the videos. he went to the one dancing all in the videos and Harlem Shaking to now actually being the man to be around. So. Some people just want to skip the process. They don't even want to
That's what it is.
They want to skip the process, man. Like go through the struggle first and wait your turn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And watch you doing it the best. Learn from them.
Right, but you know, there's some people that don't want to learn from other people because they feel like, oh, you're better than me, or you're where I want to be, so I don't really want to be around you, type of thing. Like, and that's kind of that's stupid.
Put your pride to the side, people, and learn something from somebody, man.
Right. I mean, I'll let you guys pick on what instrumental you would want, or do you want me to just, you know?
What do y'all want to do? This is y'all interview.
This is y'all.
What do y'all want to do?
Don't listen to
Don't listen to him.
Hey, they gonna do
It's a host right now. He's not in there.
I want the people to see more. I want them to hear more of their tracks. You know, you could freestyle all day because now you don't really know if people are actually freestyling.
Well, tell them about the album.
They can be storytelling. Like, you know, like
they got photographic memory.
It's up to
y'all. They know they whole song.
Exactly.
It's up to y'all. Whatever y'all want to do.
What y'all want to do?
I'm ready for whatever.
Put the beat on! Put the beat on! Hey, let's do it.
Oh, let me tell y'all something right now. This is history right here. Y'all are the first people, the first guests that we've had.
No pressure.
No pressure. And there's no shade to nobody. We've had some really successful people come on this show. And, you know, we offer that to them, and it's like...
They wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? There's no shade to them. But y'all are here right now, and y'all, you know, it's just in you. So, you know, we appreciate that. This is history right here.
Right.
I think I need to do a classic, though. I need to do a classic. Since we mentioned this guy, I have to throw it on. I have to throw it on.
Before you do that, y'all, you know, and there's no disrespect, y'all gonna post Uzi. You know what he did. Or, you know, not Uzi, Lil Yachty, where he was like, you know, I'm
not a rapper.
I don't like that beat. I don't do that beat. Wait, what? It was.
Oh my God.
You know, it happens.
You're not a rapper.
Crash, what you think? What you think? Crash, what you think?
I'm thinking.
He got so many classics.
Hold on, let me slide over here real quick.
He got so many classics. I don't even know what the.
I'm thinking about off the title he gave us earlier though, but that's kind of.
Just drop it.
Just
drop it.
Coach has to pick one.
Just drop it.
Fuck it. Like I'm just wait. I'm just wait.
Oh,
yo,
man.
hold up. Yo.
It's not your time. What y'all want to do?
Y'all just tune in now. No Sugar Radio.
Make it work.
We kicking it, yo.
Yeah. Metro Cartel, know us. It's majestic how I levitate. Pressure make the levee break. Metro Cartel, the team to rate. We at stake. Right now, what's good? What we doing? We on No Sugar Radio. Ready for the heavy blow. Y'all niggas already know. Rapping DCNE, always the infamous 1-0. Y'all niggas got to know I'm perpetual. I'm always in and out of this life. I'm on another plane. Y'all insane if y'all think y'all could match me twice. Had to bring it back one time. I'm coming straight from the mind. No written down lines. Nothing in front of me when I flow. Because there's no competition at the top. I am alone. But I got my team with me too. But we all kings. We all sitting on thrones individual. Yeah.
Let me get on that. Let me go. Can I go next?
Okay.
Why would you get in there?
I can't get in the cypher. We on the edge. That's what happened. That's what.
He said go.
Go ahead. Because I'm going to give pause. Like,
Let my man go. Let my man go. Let my man go, man.
Yo, now can I please have a moment of silence? Amen. I thank God for no better reliance. And I'm real, you know where to define it. I'm the true fine line and I'm a blow. All I'm waiting for is the time. And now you can love me or hate me, break me, never replace me. Whenever I feel like I'm way better off than the rest of y'all competitors and no competition. I'm just trying to make it and get more paper than composition. Notebooks, I'm so good. Money was the downfall. Why can't they stand me? Already been through hell, so why these haters wanna damn me? A family. Thought y'all have to say I thought wrong. A part of me's been broken, so I guess this was a hot song. I ain't here to talk wrong. I just came to eat beef, knocking at the door. They bringing the cattle to me. Must be training to battle me. Well, then bringing your cavalry and I turn them to caviar. Really, nigga, I'm that large. We take this rap to the kitchen and we sizzle and boil. bullet. Some say I swear that I'm the shit because I piss on the toilet. But if my lyrics was venom, then I'm spitting out poison. Grab a bull by the horns, cut off his waist, just give him the bullshit. Hook to spit in the face of any man that's close enough. We place a flyer on any nigga that's posting up. Everybody made a 10, so I keep a can opener. Still got love for all of these niggas, including Yoshi. Yep, no, he don't like me, but fuck it if it's past tense. All because of gossip shit and because of my absence. Fact is, I've been out here doing my own shit. Nobody help me, piss nigga. I'm holding my own dick, promoting my own spit, trying to sell these niggas thunder rap.
Troy, hold up. Troy, were you freestyling? Were you freestyling? No, see, no. Cut the beat. I need y'all. This is what confuses rap.
It does not
This is what confuses freestyle. If anybody just heard that, no, shout out to my man.
If anybody ever heard that, comment and say I heard
no,
that.
I didn't say it. Let me explain this because I know a lot of freestylers, and I know when it's freestyling and when it's something that you wrote but you just remembered it. So I'm saying, that was dope. I ain't even going front. That was dope. That was dope. But I'm very lyrically inclined. Like I know. Because you just got on Metro Cartel and telling them to freestyle. If they need it, if you told them to spit something, they probably got bars and written in a notebook composition.
We got bars on the top of the head, bars in the notebook.
Nah, but that wasn't bars in the top of the head, though.
Okay.
I know that wasn't.
So put a beat on it, Tom.
That's it. We going back. We going back. I know that he ain't flow like that.
No, he does though. Run it back.
Put the archive. Look.
And Sean is a supporter, and Sean's a fan. Please,
No, look.
I ain't gonna do that to him.
But look, hold on, wait, because me and Troy got a long past. Me and Troy got a long past. I actually managed Troy before in the past, and I know how some of these artists work. So look, Ty,
run that back. Run it back. I'm telling you, run that back.
Do over.
I just want to say, this is the artist.
It's not about you.
We're gonna have King Alley on here.
No matter of fact, we're not even gonna do no freestyle. I feel like Troy disrespected freestyling.
I
feel like he disrespected.
They don't want to see me win. They don't want to see me win.
Troy disrespected the freestyle world. No, I'm gonna need my boy Blind Fury to call up right now.
Who's gonna die for him? Who's gonna die for Blind Fury?
I need you to hit my inbox up right now because he is a freestyler. He would tell you exactly if you was freestyling or not. And it's no shade because I like what he's spitting, how his flow was. But at the end of the day, I'll be around too many artists and I know what I know. So, Crash, I don't care you used to produce.
Oh, no,
fuck your opinion.
No, I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know how it works. Like,
look, hold up. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. I got viewers on here. My peoples know that I'm really about this music shit, all right?
Right,
so they ask me, they say, yo, why she sleeping on you?
Right. No. Call in because it's not sleeping. See, y'all not understanding what I'm saying.
Want them to call
See, no, they can call in, they can do what they want to do. What I'm saying is that you can't talk to a group of artists and tell them they need to freestyle no written shit, go in and also and then you go ahead and read something from your composition book.
I can't do that.
What you talking about?
Hold on, do like this.
Come on,
I'm gonna shoot you in the
that.
Hold up,
You can't do that.
Hey, Young, put it like this. So every single word you said, you've never written out one bit of it.
Nah.
I don't believe it.
How the fuck you go from being on my side? You see this nigga? Somebody cut Bow Wow mic off.
Time out.
We're gonna jump into this next track by Metro Cartel. It's called What the City Like. That's what we gonna do. No Sugar Radio. It's all love. You know, shout out to Metro Cartel and the boy Boss Up Young. Call in if you feel like I'm hating. Call in.
They said call in if y'all feel like she hating right now. Hit the inbox. I'll send y'all the number. Because y'all know what I can do.
Tell them call in. Tell them call in because I know for that.
Hit the inbox. Farrah, hit the inbox.
Unless you don't know the definition of freestyle. Y'all ain't gotta say if it wasn't or not, because whatever. I ain't gotta say.
They know.
This shit was hot. I didn't say it wasn't hot, but I know what it's freestyling though. It was hot. It was hot, but there's no way you can say that's freestyle.
Listening man rap, I've never heard him flow like this off the top. That's what I'm saying.
Next show, I'm bringing all I got every rap I ever wrote from 2002. I'm gonna bring all my bars right here.
That's what I'm saying. But that's you writing though. That's not.
I freestyle.
But that's not taking away from your credibility. That's not taking away from it because you're a writer. You explained that way early on. You're not around artists, so you can't talk. You're not around artists, man. You don't do this shit. You do this shit. You want freestyle? You are not around artists, man. Team Troy. Team Troy.
Hey, Bob. What you think, Bob?
I don't know. It's between me. It's like half and half. You have to write some shit and freestyle some shit.
Bring the instrumental back.
All right, somebody do But either way, if y'all really want to get technical, technically, a freestyle, it doesn't always have to come out the top of the dome. A freestyle can be a free verse that you wrote, not to any particular beat. You get what I'm saying? Huh? Nah, somebody.
You know you fucked up, right?
A freestyle can be anything that you wrote.
That's what
Team Troy my ass.
Damn it.
Team Troy
Yo,
my ass.
today we talking about Metro Cartel and breast cancer awareness.
Hey, Metro Cartel.
Metro Cartel in the building.
I ain't talking
No
about
Sugar Radio. If you just tuned in, we had Metro Cartel spit a little freestyle. Boss Up Young was bitching all day to try to get them to freestyle, standing up, telling them off the dome, I need you to freestyle. Then he goes in and then he go freestyle from the composition book.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Take his laptop away real quick.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Okay?
I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
23-hour lockdown in Pelican Bay.
Nah, but we really do appreciate you guys for coming in. Like, let everybody know where they can find y'all as a group, individually, website, whatever. This is your time to shine. We did go over. We apologize. We did go over that hour, but you know it was a great interview. Y'all showed a lot of love. Again, Troy, make sure you tell your peoples that they can call in, do what they do.
Call y'all out, man. Call the show out.
Call in, do what they do. Y'all, it's y'all time.
Wait. I got somebody trying to dial in. Here she go right here.
We got call.
And this is my
Let
girl.
them dial in, but after our guess who's important to tell what they need to say.
Okay.
Alright, you can check all our projects out. Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon.
All that.
Just type in the Metro Cartel. You'll find our projects. Pray or Pray EP, As Medusa Mixtape, Quiet as Kept EP. My singles Never Stop, Poppy, Chop It Up. So all our songs and stuff. Oh, and the website, themetrocartel.org. Themetrocartel.org.
.org. They ain't say .com. They say .org.
Man.
Organized kings, man.
Shrimp family.
Shrimp life.
Hey, and I just want to put out there, it's cool that we went over because we own this shit.
I pay all the bills up in this motherfucker.
Hey, yo,
We got a call.
I already know who calling.
We got a call.
Hey, Essence of Hip Hop on the air.
Oh shit.
There we go.
See, I got it back.
Hey,
Hold
Essence.
up.
I got it back.
Hold up. Mute everybody mics besides me and Troy, because Essence of Hip Hop is online right now.
On No Sugar Radio.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
yo, E Boogie calling from, where you at, in Ohio or Atlanta right now?
I'm in Ohio right now.
Oh, all right, go ahead, speak your piece, E.
What's that?
I said, go ahead and speak your piece.
Okay, listen. So I'm gonna start off by saying I don't think Shorty is hating like at all. So I feel like you got a point. Like if other people are freestyling and you come off the dome with
Bye, Essence.
something
He's a hater. He's a hater. Let Essence talk, B.
I'm not done though. But and that's only if you said go off the top of the dome. I came in the middle of the broadcast. You feel me? Now there's different types of freestyle though. If it's just playing beats and you just going, you feel me? You can spit something that you wrote to any beat. The freestyle is that you can put it on any style of beat. You feel me?
Right.
So it just depends on how y'all specify what was about to go down.
So Essence, let me tell you what Troy specified
I
to the
didn't
Metro
specify shit.
Cartel. The guest that's on it. I mean, you can say hello to Metro Cartel right now before I go into detail.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Yeah,
How you doing?
he asked these guys, he wanted them to freestyle off the dome because nobody did it on No Sugar Radio. Off the dome. He mentioned off the
I
dome.
never said off the dome.
That's
Yes,
what
you
he said.
did.
Off the
So,
dome.
and then he said, I'm about to go. Let me do it. Let me get it. Let me got it. Let me do it.
That's the part I came in. Yeah, that's the part I came in.
He's a great lyricist. I'm not taking anything from Troy, but what I'm stating is you can't tell an artist is go off the dome and then you come and then you do something you written and you remember. So I'm like, that's not fair to that's like a freestyle battle. You say off the dome, off the top, and y'all battling for $5,000, and then the person is
They scripted it.
They scripted. It's
But you could, even
It's
still.
facts, though. It's facts.
Hey, Essence, one day I'm gonna get your ass on the show and you gonna spit your 16, Ivy.
Oh.
Cause I need you to come to the show. I said one day I'm gonna get you on the show. I'm gonna need you to come all the way from Ohio and get you on the show, cause you and I have yet to do anything, but you got them bars,
Do
though.
anything. Whoa, what we
Here we go.
Essence, where your Instagram?
Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein.
Miss Essence of Hip Hop, I'm following you right now. I gotta,
Hey, that's what's up. And when you spoke on lyrics, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to talk to her. I want her to listen. So yeah, hey, what y'all doing is dope. I love the show. You feel me? That's why I tuned in.
When you gonna come on No Sugar, Essence? I'm about to get like.
Hey, I told you, I got you to come out here.
Hey, I'm all the way. Hey, if the paths get right, if I can get down there, I'm on it. You already know my work ethic, so you feel me? I'll be there.
We trying to know your
we gonna put that together. If I gotta get you out here myself, then that's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
Essence, what the music scene looking like up there?
Oh, it's lit.
I mean, they're coming together. I'm proud of what they're doing now. You feel me? But it ain't much love for artists to artists down here in Columbus, Ohio. And I'm gonna just put that out there because that's also fact. You feel me? And that's not stuff. So there ain't no love, and that's what I love about Atlanta. They show love, but it's all good. They coming together. They trying to show love, I guess.
All right, so that Instagram is Miss Essence _ Miss Essence. What is it?
Essence of Hip Hop.
Essence of Hip Hop.
All the
Essence of Hip Hop. You know I like the shit talk. You don't think it's my time? You should buy a new TikTok.
Woo!
Spit that buzz. Hey, spit the fucking buzz.
I wrote that. Hold on, let me say. I wrote that.
All right, E, thank you for calling in, baby girl. I love you, and I thank you for your
I love you too.
I love you more.
I love you
I love y'all. I can't wait to come down there.
All right.
4, 5.
Tamika, you gonna bring them all these vocals and shit?
Come on, he got all these girls
Look,
calling
I know all the artists, B. I know
Metro
all the artists.
Cartel is you guys ain't single, right? Everybody got in a relationship?
I'm single.
He got the water
He
bottle.
said his name. He's like, I'm single.
Yo, that's the look that ushers be doing when they in church. You say, hey, you want to sit right here? Sit them down here. Just sit right here. What up? But yeah, E, you still on the line. Thank you for dialing in. Yo, we love you, and we definitely want to support whatever you're doing out there, all right?
She big on.
She big on, bro.
I heard sign up. You know,
Did you write that too?
Oh, then crash that first. You know he gonna keep going in on you.
I'm gonna write you some name time and
He was just on Team Troy. He was there with me.
Man, fuck all y'all.
No.
Hey, Byron, if you want to ride home, you better yell at me.
So, I don't like calling it Metro Cartel. Like, I feel like, can we get a... What the fuck is you Metropolitan. What? Just, y'all following him. Just if y'all want to delete him.
Follow Metro Cartel on Instagram.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let the whole audience know that Boss Up Young ain't no Charlamagne. Boss Up Young got it. That's it. I already gave him the crown. That's it. Ain't no Charlamagne. Charlamagne, you better not don't pull this show.
What show?
You just put fuel on fire just now. Don't do that.
Hey,
Because you compared him to she said he the Charlamagne.
Everybody call me
the
and tell me that
Charlamagne
though. I just be me.
Nah, like the Charlamagne.
But I would hope for sure Charlamagne.
He
That
don't
shit
even
would be
love
lit.
that though, cause you know he
Everybody want to love a son. He ain't nobody's
I think I
son.
go for
We
sure
bosses
Charlamagne.
it.
I think so.
Nah, Charlamagne don't own it.
Boss Up Young
We
Charlamagne,
own
y'all
those
gonna tell you that. We gonna talk all kinds of shit. We gonna talk about their titties. We gonna talk about their bitties. We gonna talk about all that shit.
So we appreciate you guys for really coming through and showing y'all love, man. I really do appreciate it. Y'all brought a whole different energy to today's show. So I appreciate y'all.
Since it's the end of the show, and y'all like the only male group that been on here. It's so hard to say. Thank God. I ain't gonna talk to the thing you say.
I just can't.
Oh my God. We're gonna jump into this last song by the group, the Metro Cartel. I highly recommend youth, older people, whatever, to follow these guys. They have more than just than just music to educate you guys. You guys are well rounded. Right, just holler at them on Instagram. Right. That website is jumping. Go buy some apparel and just support. No, it doesn't hurt to show love, to reshare a link or a track, whatever it is. Just show love and it ain't gonna cost you nothing but just a click, right? Unless you ain't got no fingers. Do it with your lips. Do it with your lips.
Shout out to Johnson C. Smith too, HBCU Love. Shout out.
JC.
Wait, that was a gang type?
No.
What was that?
HBCU
Hey, yo, can I get this screenshot real quick, y'all?
Oh, that's your school. So I thought you joined that gang.
Nah, babe, I'm not on that life. Nah, babe.
Can you hit the screenshot button? No, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Spin that track, y'all.
Spin that
Spin that
shit.
shit.
Jerome Anthony, is it more Jerome Anthony? Like, what's that track? Jerome.
Chop It Up.
Chop It Up. That's
featuring with my homie Jerome Anthony.
Featuring Jerome Anthony? Is he an R&B artist? Or?
No, he's a rap artist, and he got his own brand. He moved to Texas. He's from Southeast DC. He moved to Dallas, so he does production.
I hope he tuning in because y'all shouting him out. Y'all showing love. Like, y'all ain't hating or nothing. I like
should be
that.
tuning in. You know what I'm saying?
Let him know. Man. He's on No Shit Radio too, man.
But real,
right. We gonna jump into that.
Spin the track already now?
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. But no, on some real shit, yo. The only way that the hip hop scene is really gonna survive is everybody support each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like team sports. Like Ty said something yesterday in New York when she was playing high school ball. You know what I'm saying? Like all the teams, no matter what sport you play, had to support the other team. Wrestling, football, like as artists, we gotta come together. Like, hey, you see somebody on a ticket that you know, that you don't know, that you might want to support, that's gonna come up, just buy a ticket anyway. They got VIP, buy a VIP, you get in there and network. Like, hey man, I bought VIP, just want to meet you. And shit like that, and just ride off, not really ride off each other's waves, but the wave is so much bigger when everybody hashtag wave and push that shit to rap. You know what
There's
I'm saying?
nothing wrong with riding the same wave if you have your own surfboard.
Niggas need to learn how
I
to
tell
hurt
people that all the
niggas.
time.
That's
Have
what
your
it
own
is.
surfboard and ride the same wave. Who said the wave's small? Like, it's just that big. Like, right, so
We need two on
I got too many girls. So that's good. Wait, who? I was the only one that didn't know. We did Cardi, right? Relationship, let's end it. Let's go through that. Let's go through I wasn't even watching the time. Like, I didn't even know that we went over. I didn't know that we went over. Nah, but see, this is what I'm telling you. You be playing too much, bro. You be playing too much. I asked you the other show. I said, Joe, you gonna be the artist. You gonna put it out there. You gonna
got some shit to get off his chest.
Oh, man.
What's that?
Yo, brought some shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yo, they bought us some shit. They bought us some shit.
No, we don't have that.
They bought us some They got the t-shirts, got the hoodies and the t-shirts and shit. Squad, gang. Metro Cartel in the motherfucking building. I know what it is, man. DC bought the gun. I got a smoothie. I got a smoothie.
Ain't no small
Yeah, I want black. Let me get the black. I got no black and white. You got small man. She got small man. Who got? Give me that. Give me that. What about black? Yo, I'm wearing this
Yo,
shit
we don't
black.
never ask for nothing from artists but to.
Yo, I'm gonna go get big. Let's get this shit.
We don't ask for nothing. Appreciate it.
Yo, we gotta get Pusha holding this shit up. Spin another track time.
What you doing? What you doing?
They brought me back. See, this is
Yo, we back?
Hey, yo.
We don't be
Oh, shit.
That's just.
Yo.
I'm back right
Hey, to everything, man.
Alright, guys, let's get back to
My bad.
Shout out to, the ruckus was because,
Came early.
and blessed us with some mixtapes, some new EPs that they got, some shirts, just showing love. Shout out to all the artists that
Don't forget my t-shirt.
Hey, we about to go get that. Yeah, I need that. Right.
shout out to all the artists that came through and blessed No Sugar, but definitely shout out to the Metro Cartel because they're the first, they're first group or the first artist that we had on the show that actually gave apparel to us,
and
so
we're gonna show love, and if you guys want to copy, you need to start your own radio show. You need to fucking and get guests on there.
Some fucking work.
And put some work in that. But if you want the same thing, I'm pretty sure they're selling it on their site or they have it on their site. Just support. When you support people, you get blessed and
Metro
that's
Cartel got old.
I'm loving this album art is dope.
Can I just cry one time on the record?
that was Troy crying.
I need that as a soundbite every time somebody do some dumb shit in the news.
Fucking Chewbacca.
Drop that joint.
You gotta see that.
Let me see that shit. I want to show my live that shit.
Well, we definitely want to have you guys back. Please stay in touch, keep in touch with us. All jokes aside, we really do appreciate, everything that you guys did and you coming on the show and just blessing our mics. But there's a lot in the future, and I know you guys got a lot of upcoming projects that you're working on. So whenever you guys want to just come through and bless No Sugar again, just let us know. Like, just let us know what's up. We gonna support and push whatever EP or mixtape you guys have. Just send it to our email and just let us know with the album art and stuff like that, and we'll push it. It doesn't cost us nothing to share and get the word out there. We don't like the spam emails that we get,
Right.
I ain't even gonna say no shade to no artists, but the artists, y'all know who y'all are, don't spam us with links. We want to know who you are as an artist. We have no problem with, posting things and do it because we are the media aspect of, of artists, and we want to get people music out there. But if you're not serious, if you don't invest, if you don't know that marketing is a big part of who you are as an artist, we can't help you if you're not trying to help yourself. So
let me piggyback on that. Like when we talk about spamming y'all, like just like she said, when y'all send the links, we have a specific template that we ask for. We ask for a cover art of your choice. We ask for an MP3 file. All right, we ain't gonna be clicking on SoundCloud. We not clicking on Spotify title. We not checking y'all out on YouTube, thatpimp.com. We ain't doing all that. Cover art of yourself, MP3 form, and how they can find you on social media and what your artist name is. Because sometimes the artist name is not your IG name. So put your artist name, IG name, your cover art, and MP3 file. But I definitely want to tell y'all, man, like that crowd was real. My tears just dried up because it was hot outside. But listen, like the next time y'all come through on some real shit, yo, like, hey, just. Hey, we gonna have a housewarming for decoration. So y'all come through, just bring a bottle of Henny or a bottle of Peach Paul. You feel me? Just donate to the house, and we got y'all. Just donate to the house and shit. You feel me? Because hey, shit, man, look, I'm sleeping in this shit. It's not gay, is it?
Another important thing that I want to get across to you guys. If you have any album release parties or anything like that, and you want No Sugar Radio to cover it, I'm gonna vouch for the team. We will do it no fee because if you guys blessed us. And we'll come out and we'll show love back. We've been to DC already and we showed London Dior love and no fee. We didn't charge anybody because we believe in when you show love to people, they're gonna show love back regardless of what. If they don't, then you at the end of the day you did what you wanted to do in your heart and you bless the next person. So the more blessings that we give out, we feel like we're gonna get in return, and it's been happening. I mean, and we're a valid source of media only because we've been working with a lot of big names and a lot of people that we can help artists connect with these people. So we laugh and joke and chill and shit like that on the show, but it's a real deal. We take what we do serious. Like everything that we do, we take serious, and we see that you guys take it serious as well. So if there's anything that you need us to do and it fits within our time frame, because we do run a show on the weekends, but if we can head out to DC and support you guys, if y'all at school or whatever it is and y'all just want that media coverage, let us know. Like you have the email. Like let us know. We'll come out and we'll cover it.
We want y'all to feel at home when y'all come in, man. Like like I said, like outside of having the major radio stations out there, we're gonna be the biggest online radio station in the DMV. I don't care who's out there. We coming for that #1 spot. And y'all see it. We doing it. The names and the partnerships that we've networked with. Yo, a lot of people think like, we've been up for like 5 years. Shout out to Ciroc Boys. Shout out to MMG. Shout out to everybody else that's fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? What?
Shout out to the Rough Riders.
Shout out to Rough Riders. Everybody that's fucking with us, man, on some real shit. Like, we about to take over. And everybody that's come through, showing us love. Shout out to breast cancer awareness. They was just here and they was like, man, like we so appreciate what y'all do. We want this to be.
She just shouted us out on Instagram as well.
We want this to be y'all home station when y'all come. Like y'all know when y'all in the area, hit us up.
Y'all just gotta make Baltimore part of y'all movement.
Yeah, just make Baltimore part of y'all movement.
It's not separate when it comes to
Shout out to
Queen HD.
He come on soon.
Queen HD, DJ. She DJ?
No, we know HD Mikey. Y'all know JC Mike? Out of the 1080 clip?
Well, whoever you just mentioned, let them know that we in Baltimore, we want to network, and we're gonna do the same, So, the support is there, right, Sean? The support is there. So I can't stress enough that, because a lot of people be like, you talk the talk, but do you walk the walk? I mean, we've proven a lot thus far. Are we in 4 months in? Are we 4 or 5? Something like that? I don't know.
No. Started in June 20th, launched June 28th. No, we launched June 25th.
Right. So, I mean, if we're in the DC area or we know, someone or someone's looking for artists to showcase their talent, we definitely would refer you guys. If it's okay with you to give, email or whatever it is, because some artists don't give my email out or my phone number, whatever it is. But we'll definitely push that. But our first event is possibly going to be that cipher in Baltimore, and we just want to be in the community and let people know that there's the DMV is really, really big. I know you guys don't like being, the D and V, but it's really, really big. And a lot of people who are artists out here, I think that culture of uniting needs to happen a little bit more. Right. Just because the artists are the influencers in the community, and it used to be the motivational speakers that that charge the PALs or the YMCAs, but now it's the actual artists. People want to grow up and be just like you guys or just like the next artist. So if we can kind of get that culture and bring it back, and people see the different talents, different skills, different different swag, it's other people to look up to versus the Steph Currys, the basketball players. There's artists out here that's really doing it. So shout out to you guys, yo.
Thank you. Very appreciate
it.
Definitely appreciate y'all for having us, man. Let us know, man. Whatever we can do for y'all too, man. Reach out. Like I said, it's about, it go both ways.
Right.
We try to take advantage.
Right. That's what I was saying, Sean.
We definitely need to pull y'all together.
Just let us know. Can we play the first track we played from them? I like that one.
Yeah, we can run that back.
One better. So that way, you guys. I mean, if any of y'all want to, give a shout out or anything before these guys leave the building, that'd be dope too. Or it's up to y'all if y'all want to stay for our next topic. We got a relationship topic. I don't know if y'all want to tune in and actually.
We got about like 10 minutes left.
Right.
I was gonna say, y'all walking
we can hang out. You can hang out.
Whenever people walking as guests, they leave out as family.
All right, so
we
gonna leave the song. We gonna leave. Shar, can we leave the song to the end and you jump into the relationship topic?
We can do that.
All right, bet. So we gonna leave the song to the end, and we want to jump into this relationship topic because that's a spicy topic for No Sugar Radio. Relationships is definitely one of the highlights of our show. For those of you who don't know, the viewers, the viewers go in, and guys, just remember that No Sugar Radio is not just a national show. We are international, and we now announced that 3 shows ago. And if you
shout out to Jamaica.
We are in Jamaica tuned in last weekend for you guys.
Just came back from Ocho Rios.
Okay.
So y'all not local. We like that.
Right. Because we don't know what Kevin Hart said, lab ass niggas. What that? So yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in internationally. We definitely appreciate it. I don't know what time it is over there in China, Korea, because Korea is one of the places that they tune in high.
They're ahead of us. So for us, right now to them, we would be considered BET Uncut. They are like listening in right now.
All right, y'all, kill it. Let's get into that real quick.
All right, so which one?
We got 10 minutes. Up to you.
Okay.
Just make it spicy.
Deal breakers. No, we said that for next one. Go ahead.
When do you start disclosing personal information in your relationship? When do you start disclosing that?
Personal information,
like finances, like when do you start to get to the personal information, stuff that you feel like your significant other needs to know about you, like finances, family life. Like when do you start disclosing that?
I say it depends on how serious the relationship is.
Right.
Because you don't really know a person until you know them. So something happens and they do something that shock you, you're like, the fuck, I didn't think you know what I mean? Because we don't know a person like that. So I think it depends on, I say base it off, if you think the love is real in your relationship, then disclose the information.
But when do you do that though? When is it?
You gotta know if your heart says
like
you
it's
know.
Like time frame.
It's just need to know. It's not like situational.
I ain't gonna lie.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like need to know.
I don't know. I feel like if you had to put a time on it, I would say 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. After 2 years, you should know whether you want to disclose some intimate stuff.
Right.
Somebody
Yeah.
you could trust somebody with your your life.
So basically, like when the love starts, when you guys start exchanging the I love yous and stuff, that's when it's.
I want to say that, but
Sometimes
sometimes,
I love you.
I want to say,
Yeah.
I want to say is when you really want to start merging your relationship.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
start going
Once you
forward.
start talking about, like, actually investing in homes, having
Right,
kids, stuff
right,
like that, when
yeah,
you
yeah,
really
yeah.
get into like a really emerging relationship, you got to. It's a must.
Yeah.
I mean, I still I don't tell my boo my finance. I'm not. I don't think you should know, girl. Like, I'm not telling you.
Respect.
Just because I'm just like, just know that I can handle mine because kind of a gay relationship is similar to a straight relationship when it comes to the masculine one and the person.
breadwinner.
I'm a
the
provider.
breadwinner.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not.
So you have the authority. So I don't need to tell
right,
you when I'm
a
paying for
provider.
my
Not
stuff.
saying that she doesn't provide back, but
Right.
I'm more of the type of person. I don't have the traits my sisters got. They have the woman traits, the caring traits. I'm more of the provider. Just make
Right.
sure the crib is clean and I'll pay the rent. I just want to
Right.
make sure I got a home to come home to. Women more like I just want to be the cleaner, the things like that. So I'm more of the type that I don't know. I just don't. Maybe I got skipped. I didn't get that trait. Like I didn't get that. Or maybe I have to have kids first because a lot of people say it doesn't matter as long as when you have kids you start being the nurturing type and things like that. But I don't have it right now because I don't have kids. But I'm just not the let me go to Dollar Tree and get cleaning products and clean the house. I'm more like, well, let me go and to to get this bag first,
Right.
to make sure I got the money to get the Dollar Tree shit for one of them to come. Like I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it sounds
agree.
crazy. Like,
I'm the
just
same
#,
way.
Right,
happy
right.
now.
Right. Because I don't feel like telling your finances early on because a lot of women pillow talk so early on, and then they tell all their business, and then they get mad when they get the screenshots, and they get embarrassed on social media and things like that. So I really feel like you should wait to tell certain things in your relationship, and it's a back and forth. If you open something personal to you, I feel like it's only right for me to open up and say something, just one thing. If you open one, I get one. Boom, we back and forth. But it's you're not about knowing my business, like until I know that we secure, like we really gonna be one.
And that's why I said 2 years, because like after 2 years, you should know whether you want to go into a third year. Like, after 3 years is a lot of time to just be playing around with somebody. It's like, come on, man. Come on.
You can't be my shorty for 2 years. But that's a long time to just be somebody's shorty. Like that's you gotta expect a
How
girl
long
to
is it
want
considered to be a shorty?
You shouldn't be no shorty
After the first year.
Right, after the first year, I think
you should get promoted after the first year. You don't get that promotion after the first year. You need to start asking questions like, what's going on? What's going on?
Right, but people ask, what are we the minute something exclusive get to go down? It's like, damn, we didn't even get past the probation period. So you think you can walk into your job and ask for a raise the minute you get in here? Like,
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
You gotta respect the process, bitch. What the fuck is
Baby
this?
steps.
Karen says 1 to 2
steps.
years is when she thinks it'd be a good idea.
Karen?
Yeah.
1 to 2 years, right. I definitely.
What you think, Troy?
What you think?
What's your time frame?
My
When do you
time
start
first day.
disclosing personal
First
information?
day. My
Day
It has to
social
be
is this.
finances. It should be something else like
I'm telling
family.
first day, my social is this. If you can't remember it, then we good.
What?
I'm good. You're not gonna remember it. It's like,
Oh my
I ain't
God.
repeating it, but I'm gonna tell you on the first day.
King, what you think? What you think?
I ain't done yet. It still ain't no. No, really, it's to me. I don't really put a set stipulation on when I start sharing information, but I gotta at least see that you're a potential candidate for growth in what we're having. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, there's other bitches in line. Don't slip up. He said, candidate. Remember, that's community dick. I don't care if nobody.
She always
God. See,
You better own that name.
Yo,
don't own that.
Look, we got a hashtag like the community Dick Jacks coming up next year.
the fuck up.
King, what you think? What you think? What you think? When is it the time? No sugar, do not lie.
Nah, I mean honestly, like it's
Please get on his. Yo.
I think that I don't put a time frame on it either. If I feel comfortable with somebody, and then it usually starts in your friendship. Like what kind of friendship you have with that individual.
Right.
And if you don't have the type of friendship where you can be open and honest with an individual, you shouldn't be sharing personal information with them.
Right.
If you don't feel like you can be like, if you don't even see that person like in that next 6 months, like you know what I'm saying, if you don't see that person progressing from a friendship to dating or whatever the case may be, then you shouldn't even go that far with them, like to even share anything else with them, kids, money, whatever. Like you shouldn't even go there.
So I find it weird that people would share sex before they share a conversation. That is kind of crazy to me. Like, what isn't a conversation a little bit easier? You'd rather give your body, man and female, you'd rather give your body as one before you actually have a conversation.
You know, I've actually met a lot of people that don't look at sex being that serious. It's just sex.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, sometimes it's just sex.
I can't lie. Sometimes sex is not just sex. Like that's a personal bond you have with the person. It's a sacred thing. Like it's like, see, I ain't gonna go there.
No, it's no such. You better go there, Shaw. You just made me look at you. What?
Sex is deep. It's deep. Like you're sharing your body with someone. You're becoming one. Like you're
Shaw started getting in her sex voice.
You're connecting with that
Go
person.
ahead, Shaw. Look.
You're sharing. And what you don't understand is, especially if you're not using condoms, you're leaving DNA in this person's body in a sense.
Oh,
So
Shaw, you exclusive. Shaw,
you're connecting.
like you leaving DNA.
I got a comment. Once
I'm
a certain level of
saying,
trust
like,
has been
it's-
established. Go ahead.
Baby, I want to leave DNA in your body.
That's what we doing
Don't let
now.
babies
About to
know.
say 9 months later.
If you want to easily,
Funny. I said 9 months later.
if you want to easily leave DNA in somebody, just you know. I was going to say some shit.
I ain't ready for that.
I can tell you how to get away with
It's a scary situation though. It's a real deep and scary topic because no matter what personal information you share with somebody, that person that knows your weak spot becomes your enemy if something goes wrong, and that's what you got to look at. You know what I'm saying? That the reality of the situation is, regardless of how much personal information you share with somebody, you always got to have in the back of your mind, what can that person do with that information? You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that in today's society, you can't trust somebody past what you see. Right. Unless you have a real relationship or a real friendship with that person. You can't trust somebody anymore. Right. You know what I'm saying? You can't even trust them to say, listen, I'm about to go to the store and do X, Y, and Z, because nowadays you got the telephone game where they got the little can and you pass a message to so-and-so, and by the time we get to you, he was over there fucking so-and-so over there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why he would even tell me that. You know, you can't even be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you're trying to create relationships with everybody else. Like,
so how important do you feel friendship is in a relationship?
It's everything. It's everything.
Friendship?
It's everything. If you
It's like
can't be
having
a
a friendship.
If you can't be a friend,
If you can't trust that person, you can't be their friend.
You down to a minute and 30.
You know what?
You gotta trust it.
Close it out, Troy, because you're down to a minute and 30.
We only got a minute and 30, and y'all know how to speak act. It shows nobody no love. So, with that being said, we had the Metro Cartel in the building. Make sure y'all follow them at the Metro Cartel. Fly Title Promoter on IG, and everything that you Google Fly Title Promoter. My brother King Action, __ King Action, __ Just Shaw, that's __ Just Shaw, Crash Code, but it's really Kyle.
Get it right.
Crash
Get it right.
__ and I am your boy. I'm sorry. Style by Simply Shaw.
Get it
They
right.
can find that in your bio.
All your
Listen.
music videos, okay?
Shaw.
She like,
Get that
whole
guy.
catalog,
30
please.
seconds. Minute 30 seconds.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Alright.
But once they go to it, they can find it in your page.
This
And
time.
our shooter, 2 Castles Production. I am Boss Up Young, and thank y'all for tuning in to
Cartel.
Hey.
I love y'all, yo. I love y'all, yo. Man, I love y'all.
Well, my shirt.
I want my shirt.
I don't know how to I got it.
Appreciate you.
We all get a
I appreciate y'all. Definitely. We gonna